What up, what up?
Oh, hello.
What's going on?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing well.
Doing well.
Hi.
What's up?
Oh, good. Yeah. It's a bit late here, kind of afternoonish.
Yeah, that's why we try to do the call. We try to do it at a point. It's kind of tough because we have so many people in so many different time zones. So we try to do it at a time where people who are on the west coast of the U.S. probably awake at this time. Yeah, probably not. And then people in Europe are also probably not asleep. That's it's kind of why we do it at this time.
Cool.
Hey, what's up?
What up? What up? How do you pronounce your name, bro? Kian?
It's pronounced as Shin.
Shin.
Yeah.
Word.
I live in Australia and it's only 5:01 a.m. right now.
Dude, you're dedicated. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we'll probably have some more people trickle in, but we can go ahead and get started with y'all. So let's start with Rody. Rody, you want to tell us a little bit about where you're at, with the program and everything that you're doing and how things are going so far?
Yeah. So I've been running ads. I've run 3 times ads. So I did a carousel ad. I ran it for 3 days. It didn't really work well. Then I had a call with Ryan. He told me to I had 5 interests. So I had 5 ad sets. So he told me to do 3 ads and then run it with the same 5 interests, 5 ad sets. So that's what I did. I ran this for 4 days. I had 1 purchase. I had like lots of content views, like maybe 70 per day or 80, but really few add to carts, like 4 or 5. Yeah, and after the 4th day, they kind of went down, so I stopped the campaign. And then I was trying to figure out, I wrote in Slack, I didn't really know what to change. So the copy or the ad creative. Yeah, so from the carousel ad, I changed the ad copy a bit. I changed the hook. And then the 3 ads I did, so 3 different like small video ads, so kind of animated pictures basically, which had quite a good engagement, I believe.
Okay, we're looking at the stuff you sent in Slack right now.
Oh, cool.
I think you should probably try and make some good image ads, because I mean, video ads are cool and all if you can pull it off, but you've basically just made very simple, like almost like a slideshow of just different images with a bit of an animation. I would just try to make a really good image ad.
Okay.
And work on the copy and the angle for that rather than making videos.
Yeah.
Because it's not really a product that needs a video to explain it.
Yeah.
If you had a really cool video of somebody outside showing it off, like turning the wrist, showing it off, that'd be cool. But if you've just got images, I would stick to actual image ads instead of trying to make a video.
Yeah.
Okay. So you think I should change like the angle, like the copies, and not focus on the picture itself?
Definitely focus on the picture, but make it a picture, not a video.
All right.
Yeah, that's a product, like an accessory like that. Like a video doesn't really help you get the point across any better because it's an accessory. Like video can be really awesome for products that have like a specific use that you use for something that solve a problem or something like that. But for an accessory, I think that especially where you're at right now, images are definitely going to be the kind of ads that you want to run. Something that I might be able to send this an example. Something that I think might work well for you is if you have like a lifestyle photo, right, of someone wearing it. You know, I think like in one of your videos you had like this one. I don't know if you can see that, where it's like that girl kind of like that is like putting her arm up. Maybe something like that. If you have any other pictures like that, and then you can overlay like a white background or like a transparent background picture of the product and have like a little arrow from, you know, their wrist to like a picture of the product, all in the same kind of image, if that makes sense. I'll see if I can find an example for you and send it to you.
Okay.
But that way you're kind of combining the aspects of like the lifestyle with actual, you know, the product image itself. And you can make those like very eye-catching with the, you know, with the arrow and things like that, and kind of working with different things. Are you editing this content yourself, or like these videos? Did you do that yourself, or are you getting someone to do that?
Yeah, I do them myself.
Okay, so do you know how to use Photoshop?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can definitely do that yourself. Then that's a really solid way to do things. Let me see if I can find one and send it to you.
Okay. Do you think I should be more specific with the copy, like, because I think it's kind of general right now, so it's more for girls who going like through situations, so like more like about inspiration, motivation, and all that. Do you think I should focus like more on what they don't have, or what do they need, or I don't know?
What is the saying on the bracelet? What does that mean?
Life is
Well,
beautiful.
there are a few. It's like live, laugh, love, or blessed, or always in my heart, and this kind of stuff.
Right.
So it's like this motivation throughout the day. I don't know. I don't know where to focus better, to be honest.
I think that's a pretty solid angle.
How would you put it into the copy? Because like the bracelet doesn't actually improve your life. It's like a quote that you just carry with you. Is it about showing the world? Is it about reminding yourself? What angle would you go with there?
I think it's like a self-care type thing, where it's like it's a constant reminder that when you look down at your wrist, that like even when you're going through tough times, that life is, you know, still beautiful, and you know, shit like that.
So the reminder to yourself rather than
Yeah,
showing the world.
yeah. But then it's also it's like also you're subtly showing the world that you have good style, you know.
So if you can make that maybe slightly more explicit in the copy, Rody, that it's about reminding yourself basically to keep your chin up when you're going through tough times. If you can make that angle more explicit in the copy. Because right now it's like life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. So, okay.
Yeah, so I thought like to put like a quote of someone that should be like more like has more credibility. Not sure that's enough though.
Here's already this. I'm not sure if you're able to see this. Let's see. This is kind of what I was talking about, where you see it's like kind of a lifestyle photo, and then they also have a picture overlaid with it kind of more up close.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think if you could do something like that, I would definitely try and add like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I think those are going to be the main things to focus on right now.
Okay, so to focus like to make a good photo ad and maybe switch a little bit the copy to make it more explicit, to like life is beautiful, something like that. Okay.
I would, on your product page copy, I would move the guarantee way higher up. The guarantee is like the last thing in your product copy.
All right.
At least in this product I pulled up. I would move that way higher up, above how to order, above specifications, above fit, above care tips, above all that.
I might change the color scheme too. It looks like you got yellow.
Yeah, I'd make the add to cart button.
Yeah.
Make it that sort of a rose gold color.
Yeah.
It's close to it, but it's too yellowy right now. But that's just a small little thing. It could really make it feel more branded.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you can find a color that's as close as possible to that rose gold.
And maybe mess with the fonts a little bit as well. See if you can make it look a little bit more like kind of like a dainty feminine font. Then that could definitely help.
Mhm.
Hit up Do and see if he knows a font off the top of his head. I'm sure he does.
There's a good amount of them on Shopify. But yeah, I think those are kind of the main things that we see with what you're doing, Rody. Do you have any other specific questions?
Yeah, so I've been changing like the creative and the copy. Do you think it's as important to change the interest that I play with, that I target, or to keep this the same and then change all the rest? Because it's kind of many things to change, so I'm not sure.
It's tough because like I would say generally I put less stock into the interests than the creatives, the angles, the content, everything like that, because for the most part, like if the interests are generally the right type of person, like it doesn't have to be perfect, but if it's generally the right type of person, then really the more impactful stuff is your marketing. So I would say like you definitely do want to test different interests, but I wouldn't make that a main focus. I would definitely test different content and angles and creatives and things like that more so than I would interests.
Right. Because I've used the same interest for all of the ads until now. So I wasn't sure. I was thinking to maybe change the interest.
What I would do is probably look at your results from the 5 interests that you've been running, and then the interests that have like maybe two interests, 3 interests that have gotten the worst results. Remove those and replace those with new interests that you haven't tested yet, and try that.
Okay.
And I would just basing that off like your CPC.
Yeah.
Like just take the highest CPC interests out. Because I mean, you're going to get better results everywhere if you improve your ads, but at the same time, you've got over £1 unique. I mean, there's a big difference between the interests. Cost per unique link click. That's like $1.50, and that's like $1.60 or some shit. So I would cut out all the ones that, honestly, I'd cut out all the ones with a cost per unique link click above £1. That's very high.
Okay.
What countries are you targeting?
This US.
Yes, only. Okay, good. So I would definitely keep running the self-esteem and personal development interest, and then the other one I think got a sale. So keep running the one that got a sale, obviously, and keep running the ones with a low CPC for now. And then once you have an ad creative that's actually working and getting ad cards and getting sales, that's when you can start testing interests again. Because right now, what's the point of testing interests if nothing's working?
All right.
At this stage where you're at, I would say keep the test relatively short. So don't spend too much money on it, because until you start seeing some results. Because if you spend £100, £150, and you get one sale again, then you need to make a big change. So change up the creative, make some cool images like Nate showed you, make the angle more explicit, change up the font and the color scheme a bit on your site, see the results after that, but don't let it run too long if you're not getting good results. If you again don't get good results, come back to the Slack chat, hit us up, and we'll take a look again and see what the next move is from that.
Okay, so you say 2-3 days is a good amount of days to run the test.
Yeah. And like even like 2 like
days.
it depending on the results. If they're really, really, really bad for 2 days in a row, then you might be able to, because it's just a balance between not spending too much on what's not working and letting Facebook have enough time to optimize. So I would say 2 to 3 days is kind of the sweet spot for that.
Okay. Okay, cool.
All right. Ro, do you have any other questions right now?
think no. Thanks
All
for
right. Yeah, absolutely. All right, the infamous Matthew Kelly.
How are we doing?
Oh, what's up, player?
Good, you?
It's going well, man. It's going well.
Good. All ready for Christmas?
Yeah, something like that.
Doesn't feel like Christmas over here.
Why not?
I don't know. Just not Christmassy enough
No.
in wonderful North Carolina.
Yeah, we
No
slacked.
Christmas
We
trees.
didn't even get a tree this year or decorate or anything. Pretty lame.
Yeah, man. Just been. I was doing that tripod product that I told you about last time. And I did the video for it, but I got like good CPMs and stuff, and cost per click was all right. But yeah, I didn't like get any sales from it, so I just shut it off now. So I spent like $300, so
Yeah.
it wasn't
I'll
really.
say we definitely want to, Matthew, I think specifically for you, I think you can like start cutting things off and making changes a little bit quicker. Like, I don't think you needed to spend $300 to figure that out. Like, I think you probably could figure that out with like half the spend. Because obviously you want to be doing things as efficiently as possible. So I would say that's like kind of the first thing. And then now you're moving on to that like light thing, right?
Yeah.
So that I think could definitely work. That's like a pretty popular product. My thinking with that though is that I think it needs some sort of a unique angle, something.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a pretty common product, you know?
Yeah, the only thing I thought was maybe like for like makeup artists or something like that. Whether that's like unique enough, I don't know, but
It's definitely unique enough.
I think you would need something showing clearly the makeup side of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think you don't necessarily need a super unique angle, but you need something unique. I think with this specifically, because it's literally about making content, taking pictures or videos, you could have an absolutely killer video ad with this, but it would be some work. Like, you can like switch between the person taking it and then the picture pops up and killer fucking lighting. Like, you can do a lot with this, but it would be some work.
Yeah.
So I'd say if you get any sort of sales, like if you can get close to break even with some basic image ads, that's when I'd be like, okay, let's sit down and think about how we can make a killer ad for this.
Yeah.
And really invest some time and energy into creating a video ad. I mean, you've done before, so you know how that works. Not as easy as it looks, but it could really work here.
It took like the last video that I did, it was a pain in the arse because the guy on Fiverr, I kept asking him to do this thing, but I don't think he was understanding what I meant. So I was like, this is what I want. How, do you know what I mean? And he kept just...
It's tough, dude. It can be tough to communicate exactly what you want to freelancers sometimes.
But I guess that's just how it goes, isn't it? So
yeah, you just got to work with them and just try to like find the best thing that I think you can do is just try to find examples of what you're going for.
Yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean about the $300. I think it's like sometimes a bit too close to it, but
yeah,
like I'm a bit like frustrated with it, but obviously I'm still.
I think you test this product, and then if you're not getting any traction, then I think we move on to something completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, it just feels like I'm like hitting my head against a brick wall. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever reason, I'm not like.
I'm
not working it out. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I think maybe I'm not. I probably need to like write down more what I'm doing as well.
Yeah, definitely keep a journal. Keep a journal for sure. That helps like a lot.
Because I'm probably still like doing a ton of shit wrong as well, but
it's not even wrong. It's just kind of like mediocre. Nothing that you've made has been like, wow, like hits you
Yeah.
away like, damn, this is killer.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of what it takes. Like, you need to be doing something really like head and shoulders above what everyone else is doing. Like,
Yeah.
have that killer video ad, have the killer website content, have the killer website design, have something that's just head and shoulders above what everyone else that's running similar
Yeah.
products is doing.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Which, I mean, if that takes 2 weeks, then it takes 2 weeks. Because like with a lot of people that we're coaching, it's like get the website up quick and start running and start getting results. Now you've been through this a few times. Like, you're not gonna drop out on us if you don't see results in a week. With you, I would say like set aside time and try and figure out how you can really excel and be better than everyone else doing it. Like, how can you make that killer video ad? What killer copy can you write? And really set aside time and try and make it excellent.
Yeah. Do you think like it's worth like ordering the products and stuff, doing the custom content, or?
I would say not in this case.
No.
I think ideally you want to have some signs that it can work before you order custom content.
Yeah. The thing is, what I find hard, I don't know, like if maybe I'm not looking in the right places, but like to actually find like decent content, like for the products.
See, I think for this one specifically, I would have thought you could find it.
Yeah, I feel like there's a shit ton of content out there on this product.
Yeah. What, so in terms of like, because usually like what I've used is AliExpress, like pictures and whatnot. Like where else would you like go for it, I guess?
Competitor websites, you do have to be careful. Because you can't be using like straight branded content.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, you know, there's going to be content that is on multiple different websites, and that is probably like somewhat safe to use. Other websites, even like you could look up like on Instagram hashtags.
Yeah.
And see if you
Yeah, I
can
did
find
think
people.
like maybe certain people have used this product, but not like put a review. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, YouTube videos. What's it?
Yeah, there's a shit ton of content.
Yeah, so maybe like rather than just rushing to get the ads out all the time, I should just take time to
I think you need to take time to really put together some sort of marketing that is just really fucking good, really compelling. I think that like you're doing everything like, you know, quote unquote right. It's just the marketing hasn't hit because it kind of like Scotty was saying, it's just kind of like, you know, just kind of okay. Like you need something that's going to be really, really, really solid. And I think that, you know, you kind of just have to put in that time to kind of strategize that, do your research, you know, based off that.
I've been caught in that trap of trying to always, you know, get stuff out there, get stuff done. Do you know what I mean?
It's a balance. I mean, you definitely want to work with speed, but at the same time, like if it takes you a few days of pausing your ads to come up with some sort of, you know, really compelling marketing angle or some, you know, really good, you know, ad creative or something, then, you know, then that's worth it.
Yeah. Because like in my head, it's like, fucking hell, Matt, you're not like, you're not getting the ads out there. You're not doing anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to be smart about it. I think that's really the best thing that you can do right now is just really spend time strategizing your marketing and just like really putting effort into just figuring out something that is just, again, like head and shoulders above the rest, just really, really, really compelling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I haven't really got any questions, to be honest.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll go on to Santiago.
Hey guys.
What up?
All good, and you?
Yeah, man, it's going well. Talk to us.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have specifically any questions. I just hopped on to to see how everyone's doing, and maybe I can catch up some good tips. I just launched the ads. They have been up for 27 hours right now, so I'm excited to see where this is going.
Word. Is that the first time that you're launching ads?
Yeah.
Dope.
Try not to watch all the time on
It's a struggle.
the
dude. It's a struggle.
dashboard. Yeah, it's a struggle. Yeah. Other than that, sorry.
I was just saying right now it's kind of just like the initial waiting game. You're just waiting to get
Yeah.
some data for 2 to 3 days, see what the results are, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Are you launching ads at midnight?
I set it to midnight, but I didn't think that it would take so long for Facebook to approve it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did it at 4:30 p.m., which
Gotcha.
like 16 hours beyond the point where I set it.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah, if you notice that's typical on your ad account, you might want to schedule it like 1 day ahead.
Yeah.
If you launched an ad today, you'd probably want to set it to go live on Tuesday at midnight.
Tuesday. Okay.
Just if you realize that that's typical, it might just be because it's the first time you launched ads. It can speed up. Like my ads get approved pretty much instantly now, at least on one account. If you keep running similar ads, they'll get approved quicker.
All right. Yeah, I think that's it for me. I don't know.
All right.
Don't have really any questions.
Keep us updated how it goes. Just post it in Slack for feedback, and then we'll get you sorted.
Awesome.
All right, Shin. I'm probably butchering.
Hey. Yeah. So at this moment, I've been testing different products and been testing different angles also, and I've noticed a weird pattern on all of the products I've tested, or all of the campaigns, that I would make profitable sales on the first day and profitable sales on the second day, and there will be no sales on the third day and no sales on the fourth day. It will just be completely flopped for whatever reasons.
Yeah,
And,
that's pretty common.
so what's your suggestion on how to what should I test to fix that, or is there anything else?
So if it's happening that quickly, then I think you just need to improve what you're doing overall. If you tell me ad campaigns are dying out after 10 days, after 2 weeks, I'd be like, all right, we can work with that. But if it's dying out on the third day, you probably just need to improve everything you're doing. Make better ads, make better creatives, make better website, better everything.
Okay. And also, it's like I'm getting super high video views and getting really low CPCs, and just it's overall looking like the thing is doing well, but on the other hand, it's just not making sales. Sometimes on the stats, even it seems like the ad is doing better. Like there are more people clicking onto the ad and clicking onto my website, and
so
you get.
The reason that can be deceiving is because Facebook knows who the buyers are. Facebook knows who is likely to purchase and who's just likely to click. So if you notice your CPM goes down, your CPC, all that goes down compared to the days before, it might just be because Facebook is sending you a different bucket of traffic. So they were sending you higher quality traffic before, you were paying more for it, but it was converting. Now you're getting more traffic, but it's lower quality traffic, so it's not converting. So that's why the CPC and CTR and all that can be a bit deceiving if you just look at that without the sales.
Okay.
Have you sent into Slack what you're doing, the ads you're running?
Not yet.
Not yet. So you definitely want to do that so that we can actually see what you're doing. Specifically, if you're running video ads, I'd be really curious to see what the video ad looks like, because you're obviously making sales, so people want your product. You've got
Yeah.
something that's right, and if you might be doing a great job and it's still not working, it's kind of working but not really, but you might also be doing like a not so good job and easy changes that we can make. So I'd be really curious if there's some easy improvements we can make to get you profitable consistently.
Sure. I'll definitely post the ads like today.
Shen, have you gotten on a call with Mike or Ryan?
No, I haven't got that yet. Haven't got my notes approved yet. I only joined the program, I think, 2 days ago, and just finished all the semester one stuff.
Oh, okay. So you're running a store from before you joined the program?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I've been running probably a couple dozen stores already, and I'm just trying to test all the different things and just trying to learn from trials and errors, and spend a couple $1,000.
Okay.
Dude, send us what you're doing for sure. Like either in Slack publicly or in a DM. Just show us what you're doing, and we can give you some pointers so that you can get this store working better, or at least so that you know what to do differently on the next one.
Okay, thanks a lot.
And Riley should get back to you within like a day.
Yeah, he should probably tonight. If not tonight, then
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we can hit him up.
All right, sounds great.
All right. Shin, do you have any other questions?
I don't have anything right now. Probably we'll have some more questions in the week after next week, I think.
Sounds good. All right, and let's go to Colin then.
What's up?
What up, homie?
Not much. Just been testing different ad sets, or I guess different creatives, testing lookalikes, all that good shit. Figuring out what works and what's profitable, raise the prices up a bit on the product, because I realized that selling it at $10 and leaving myself shit for a margin is not ideal. So I've raised it up to 15, and I might even raise it up even more, because that's what it starts at. So there's like 3 different variations. So it's at 15, 17, and 19 right now. I might go up even more though, because people are still buying it as I increase it slowly.
Conversion rate not going down too much when you increase the price?
No, it really had the number of orders and the average order values. Well, okay, the number of orders really hasn't changed too much, but I haven't really pumped a lot more ad spend into it. So I think that's normal. And then the average order value, of course, is slowly creeping up because I'm messing with the prices. But yeah, no, conversion rates and everything are pretty steady, even though I'm up in the price. So, yeah, so I'm just testing different audiences, different creatives, so I can find ones that are working and then pop them in a CBO and see what I can get going with that. But
how many sales are you making a day right now?
How many sales? Anywhere, I would say on average 4 to 6, and that's about $100 in sales every day at least.
Gotcha.
So is that break even profitable?
It depends, because there's so many variations, because I have like, you can order the cables individually or you can get a bundle. Some dude actually bought my $100 bundle yesterday, and I was like, the fuck? I made that just so it looks good. I didn't expect anyone to actually buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So it fluctuates a lot, and on that, obviously, the more they spend, the more I make. But and that's really the case, because on AliExpress, for each different length of variation or even color variation, I think they have separate e-packet shipping. So there's no really solid cost of good, you know. It's really dependent on what they get. But for the most part, it's slightly over break even or slightly under break even. So it's hovering. It hovers around that. But
Okay.
It's a decent place to be because you can test for free.
Yeah, definitely. I've done like what, $1,100 worth of ad spend, and I'm only what, 150 down, so it's not bad.
Solid.
I wouldn't be too worried about CBOs right now. I would just stick to ad set budgets.
Oh no, yeah,
Creatives and images.
yeah, because I had heard because I was talking to Mitch a bit about what he had done and stuff, and he said that he really just looked for he got at least 5 different ad sets that were good ROAS, and then popped those in a CBO, and then so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm searching for the 5 mystical pieces of the puzzle,
Gotcha. I don't think it's just interest for you. It's going to be a lot of creative work.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
Product, getting that killer video made.
Definitely. Yeah. I've been working on new creatives because I realized that the ones I'm using right now are kind of getting stale. At least I think they're getting stale. But yeah, I think it could work. I haven't really fucked much with Hurify either, which I'm going to start fucking with because I realized it could really up some the add to cart ratio, because I have a lot of add to carts. I know you said like the ratio is like 1/3 or something like that. Add to cart to purchase ratio, was that it? But I want to improve it, as much as I can, because if I'm paying for the traffic, I want to get the most out of it. So,
Definitely.
yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, that's one of the things I want to ask you guys is what's your experience with CBOs? Because I hear it's like autopilot.
I mean, it's not really that much different from just ad sets. Like it's the only difference is that budget is control of the campaign level instead of the ad set level.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think CBOs are definitely ideal once you're spending, a decent amount. You have things that are actually working, but I wouldn't worry about them too much until you have like kind of like you're talking about, until you have at least 5 consistent ad sets. You're spending a decent amount and getting consistent returns every day. Then I think that's when you should start thinking about them.
So scale up your ad set budget slowly over time before you start messing with CBO.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I mean, actually, I've taken a few of them out, and I'm actually spending a little bit less because I didn't get the creatives I wanted to launch done in time for midnight, and I didn't want to set it up in the middle of the day. But how much does that actually affect the performance, by the way, launching it not at midnight?
I mean, it depends. It's just like what you don't want to do is launch them at like 5 p.m. because then Facebook's going to try to spend that whole budget in, it's going to try to spend 24 hours worth of budget in whatever, 7 hours, which usually does not end up too well because they just show your ads to whoever the fuck they can to get the spend out. But I mean, it's not like crazy important. It's not going to.
It's just a good habit. Yeah. It's like it's a best practice. Like I can't tell you how much that affects it because I never don't do that.
I see. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason not to schedule them for midnight. There's also a case of like, how long is it going to take for approval? If you publish it now, and then it takes 5 hours to get approved, suddenly a year later in the evening.
Right. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah. Also, I should probably. I realized that I've just been like moving stuff really fast, and I haven't even done my coach calls at all. Even though I'm basically done with the program thing, so I should probably schedule that up and have them like really critique the website, because I know that the website isn't as good as it could be, and the creatives aren't as good as they could be. But
you're in the perfect spot for one of the coaches to look at it and to give you a fresh perspective on things to change, improve, whatever.
Yeah. All right, that sounds good.
So. You got any other questions?
Not right now, but I'm sure I will. Well, maybe. I don't know. I might think of some.
Cool. Just hit us up on Slack if you have any questions.
Sure.
All right. So I think we've gone through all you guys. So did any of you guys have any questions that came up, after we talked initially?
I just wanted to ask, I want to do what you suggested, Nate, with the lifestyle picture. Do you think I should run it with 5 ad sets, just one ad, or just test a couple with 5 or 6 ad sets?
I would say if you're running 5 ad sets, I would probably put it in all of them and have that one and then either one other ad or 2 other ads.
All right.
I would say
like lifestyle kind of, or do you think like a single product?
I wouldn't think of it so much in terms of like which style of ads? Should I do a carousel? Should I do a single image? Should I do this? Should I do that? Think of it more so like holistically in like the entire, like, I don't know, the entire marketing strategy per se. Because it's not like the format of it is just kind of like how it gets delivered, if that makes sense. The more important part is, you know, the actual marketing, you know, that's being portrayed in it, right? So I'll think more in terms of that. I don't think the style, like I don't think of it. I don't think of things, you know, in that way for the most part.
If she's gonna do multiple ads within an ad set,
yeah,
would you have one lifestyle ad or multiple lifestyle ads? Because I mean, obvious types of creatives would be lifestyle, or the wrist with an arrow and an offer. Mm-hmm. So those are two offers. Would you do multiple lifestyle or 3 different styles of image?
I guess I'd probably do one, just make it the best you can with that kind of, you know, the format that we were just talking about that I showed you earlier. And then one maybe in a similar style, maybe in a completely different style. But I would just, you know, just try to make the 2 best ads that you can. And that's really what I would focus on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't make a bunch of different ads at this point. I would just really think about what's the best ad that you can make. Based on what you know about the product, about the market, what's the best ad you can make?
Okay. And after like a couple of days, if it doesn't work, should I change the creative or the copy?
Probably both.
Yeah, probably both.
If you get the same results as you did now, change both.
Okay.
And probably, I mean, if you get the same exact results, I mean, probably change something bigger, like the angle or the offer.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Anyone else got any other questions?
I didn't have enough time to think of any.
All good.
You know, Scotty, you were showing the YouTube video things.
Yeah.
So say I'm using a YouTube video, or want to use bits of a YouTube video. Am I just like asking someone off Fiverr or whatever to cut it up for me or edit it? Do you know what I mean?
Either that or you do it yourself.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. If you're trying to get up something real quick, like we were talking about, get ads up quick, you could just send someone 5 or 3 links and tell them to make an ad. Now, if you're trying to really make the best possible video ad, what I would do is, if I was going to use Fiverr, if you're not confident in your own video editing skills, then watch the videos and be like, okay, I want seconds 1 minute 28 to 1 minute 31. I want that clip in there.
Yeah.
So be very specific about which exact clip, which exact moment you want in there.
Yeah, because I guess like the thing is like obviously you want someone good as well. It's like the guy that's put in the Slack chat like last time, it was like he might be on, like if he's on holiday, he's put his like delivery time back. So it's like I didn't want to wait around. You know what I mean,
the Fiverr guys is obviously they're not getting paid very much, and they're trying to get it done quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And the quality of your video ad isn't just dependent on their skill; it's dependent on the content that they have available. So if they're having to spend a bunch of time trying to find top-notch quality, they're just not going to do that. They're just going to throw some shit together. Whereas if they can just do a quick Google search and get a bunch of really top-notch quality videos, then that makes their job easy, and then they'll deliver higher quality. So it's really dependent on the level, how high quality content they can easily find, because they're not going to dig deep. If you want them to dig deep, like you have to do it yourself.
Yeah. So like what you're saying is you can, if the content is there to find easily, you can just say to them to do it.
That's been my experience. If it's a product that has a bunch of high quality content available for it, and it's easy for them to find, then you're going to get a quality video. But the same guy, same level of skill, if it's hard to find good content, he's not going to deliver a quality video. He's going to take images and make a video ad out of a bunch of images.
So you don't have to, if it's already there, you don't have to necessarily think of the creative as much. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, you still have to, but
You'll get a higher quality video without doing any work.
yeah, that's what I mean.
The potential, if you sat down and tried to get exactly the clips that you want, is going to be higher as well, because you've got more content available. If you can find exactly those moments you want out of all those YouTube videos, I think you could have a really dope video ad.
Yeah.
So in your situation, I would take the time and really tell them exactly what you want, or even make the ad yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
We got Assad joining fashionably late.
Just woke up.
Assad, you got a mic?
Yeah, what's up? My bad.
What up? What up?
Sorry. This is my first call. Do you guys, is there like a queue to ask questions or what?
Yeah, this is your cue. I just gave it to you.
Oh, okay. So I think you guys both saw mine. I was actually wondering if, considering the holidays and like Christmas is coming up, I was thinking of just pausing everything because it's not going to get to anybody in time. And I figured most people are shopping out in person. I was just curious if you guys think it's worth it to wait, because I haven't been able to turn my my sales around yet.
I don't think it's worth it to wait. Ads are doing pretty well right now. Yeah, I mean, my experience right now is pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, we're so close to Christmas anyway. Like, people aren't, for the most part, buying shit online to get by Christmas Day at this point. And you got to think, like, a lot of people around this time are getting an influx of cash that they want to spend. So right after Christmas tends to be a really solid period for sales as well. So I probably wouldn't shut things off. I'd just keep them running and keep kind of doing what you can do. You might put something on your product page that says, like, you know, will not arrive by Christmas Day, but at this point, I think it's pretty late even for that. I think most people are kind of going to get the gist that it's not going to get there by Christmas.
Okay, for sure.
Have you redone your product page yet?
Yeah, I have some new copy. I need to just format it a little bit better on the page itself, and then I have some GIFs that I'm gonna upload and some new creative. So that's all gonna get done today.
GIF gang, dude. GIFs are where it's at.
Yeah. So I've got some custom content coming in that I'm filming with a friend of mine. So it's gonna be like a complete overhaul on it.
Dope.
Yeah.
I think with you, I'm usually not a fan of doing this because some people like swear by you look at your Facebook metrics and you look at the conversion rate from click to view content, from view content to add to cart, from add to cart to initiate checkout and all that. I usually don't do that, but I think with your metrics specifically, you can really see the funnel, like where it breaks down, because you got 80 cent cost per content view, which is pretty decent for starting off. But then the cost per add to cart and initiate checkout and purchase is just way higher. So I think with you, it really is first of all, a case of working on the website.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, I tried some new targeting, and the metrics they look better. There hasn't been a purchase yet, so it's like I'm gonna look at that as well and might start targeting those audiences.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, let us know when you've redone the product page with everything.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot that over to you guys. It'll probably be done in a couple hours later today.
Oh, it's already way better. That quote that started off is a lot better than what you had.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I was trying to hit more like a social angle and then build off of that.
This is a pet peeve of mine. I would left align the text. So have headlines centered, but everything else left aligned.
Okay.
Because when you look at it on desktop, it's fine, but when you look at it on mobile, the center just looks horrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes it hard to read.
All
I
right.
also add some spacing in there,
Yeah, that first like paragraph of copy that you have there is pretty long.
but also everywhere between like the image and the headline, there's no spacing.
I don't even know how you got that. Like I try to get less
Yeah.
spacing. I can't even get through that amount of spacing.
Are you using headlines, like your subheadings? Are you using the Shopify headlines, or are you just editing the size and bolding it?
I'm using headlines.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, try and get some more spacing in there.
Okay. More spacing. All right.
Left align spacing, and just finish up with the GIF and the product copy.
Okay. For sure.
Definitely tweak how Horrify is displayed.
That the little timer.
Yeah.
Okay. That one. Yeah, I've gotten mixed reviews. I know, like, I was just doing my own research on Facebook ads groups, and it's like a toss up about timers and whatnot to use now. Do you guys still find them pretty effective?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I use them sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I won't use a timer. I'll just use the like that bar that Horrify has.
Uh-huh.
You know, have that, and it says like sale ending soon, whatever. I've done that before. Yeah, I don't think it's a huge thing either way.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so product copy kind of goes down the page. Is it worth it to add like a sticky add to cart button or no?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably won't hurt anything.
All right.
It adds some sort of a guarantee. Yeah, you want to add a guarantee of some sort, like 30-day money back.
Okay. Within the product copy.
Yep.
All right.
Just like classic sales letter. Anything you sell, like this is why you should buy it, and there's no risk to you. Get it now.
Okay. And there was this other targeting that I was trying. Let me see. The CPMs are like $3.91, and the cost per click is 57 cents. Across all like 5 detailed targeting. It hasn't converted to a sale yet, but these metrics are all lower than the other stuff that I was testing. Would it be worth it to just is it better just keep testing as many audiences as possible, or to go really broad with like 5 or 6 big ones?
With where you're at right now, I wouldn't be testing a bunch of audiences, because what you're running right now is fundamentally not working. Like that's why we tell you to test 5 interests right off the bat. Because if you test 5 and it doesn't work anywhere,
yeah,
you need to improve what you're doing. Like something needs to change, something big needs to change, and just changing the interest isn't going to do it.
Okay.
I think 5 is a broad enough picture to give you an idea if it's going to work or not.
Okay.
I would say kind of similar advice to what we said to Rody earlier before you got here, Assad, is just like what Scotty said, but then also like you still can test different interests. If after running ads for a little bit, you know, the same 5 interests, and you're noticing that 2 of them per se are just, you know, the cost per click is just dramatically higher, then switch those out and test new ones, right? You don't want to like keep doing shit that is obviously, you know, not working in regards to the interest. But, you know, like Scotty was saying, changing the interest at the stage you're at now probably isn't going to be the thing that, you know, changes everything.
Okay. For sure. So, and when you guys say whether or not it's working, is like if something's marginally profitable within the first couple of days, or with the first interest, would that count as like it's working and just needs to be tweaked, or like if it's not profitable, it's not working at all?
If all your ad sets are getting 0 sales and one of them gets 3 sales, then that ad set's working. So it's you know, it's a case of comparing it to the other ones that you're running.
Okay.
Because like there were obvious improvements we could make to your website, and if before those obvious improvements it was already like break even, then I would say that's decent.
Okay.
Do you have like one or two ad sets that have generated all the sales, or like a couple sales at least?
I think it's kind of spread out.
Gotcha. Again, speaks for the fact that it's not really the interest.
Yeah, it's no, it's all kind of spread out. There's one sale per ad set in the campaigns I'm running right now.
Okay. So that's an indicator to me that you're on kind of the right track, and it's not really the interests that are the issue.
Yeah.
Much more so the marketing.
What did you say? Sorry, the website's not working.
No, it's just the thing that you need to work on is the marketing. The marketing in regards to your ads and also on your website.
Okay.
I think that's a solid product, though. I think you can definitely make that work.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm not. There's websites selling it for like $100, probably moving 10, 20 units a day. So I'll figure it out.
Dope. You got any other questions?
No, I think I'm good for now. Thank you.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man. I'll be on time next time.
All right. Any of y'all have any other questions that came up?
Surprisingly, no.
Come on, Colin.
I know, I'm lacking. I got here like fucking 15 minutes late. I don't know what Eastern time is. You're messing with me here.
That's all good.
Yeah, I'll think of some later and pop them in Slack.
Sounds good.
I've slid into Scotty's DMs a long time ago, so.
Oh, me too, brother. Me too. That's why we're here in the first place right now.
I feel that.
All right. Well, if y'all don't have any more questions, I think we'll go ahead and close this one off.
All right, sounds good.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks for joining us. As always, hit us up in Slack with any questions. Throw us your ad creatives, what you're doing. Don't play it, I would say. Work with speed. If you're not sure what's going on, hit us up on Slack. We'll see what we can do. Make sure that if you haven't, you're getting on calls and getting those scheduled with Ryan and Mike. Those are definitely going to help you immensely, especially if you haven't done those yet. And other than that, we'll talk to y'all on Slack, and we will talk soon.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
So,
All right.
take it easy.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Fucking Christmas. Light it.